1415 North Van Ness.
But another can paint a beautiful harmony that compels attention. Now that is the important thing to consider when you want advertising. Olson Signs, with many years of experience and know-how, will do a professional job for you in every line of signs, painted or electrical, plastic or metal. Olson signs are not expensive, they just look that way. The most expensive signs are the cheap, unattractive, poorly laid out, for they have no sales appeal. So be sure, if you're in business, call Olson Signs. Amherst 45016, that's Amherst 45016, or visit the office at 2344 South Railroad Avenue here in Fresno.
I think it's about your turn to help me on this one, though. This is one we haven't sang for about 5 years together.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Poison Love.
Y'all are too ahead of me. You ready?
Ready. All your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. All my pleas and prayers have been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of a shame. Into each life a love is born for one and one alone, dear. The love I chose was surely not for me. All your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know our love was never meant to be. All your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. All my pleas and prayers have been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of a shame. Still my heart cries out for you, with you alone, my darling. And fate will never, ever let me go. All my pleas and prayers have been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And my better judgment tells me to say no. All your poison love has stained the lifeblood in my heart and soul, dear. And I know my life will never be the same. All my pleas and prayers have been in vain for you and you alone, dear. And you know that you are guilty of a shame.
Yowzer, boy, y'all are hot this morning, ain't you? Ooh, that's all right, Barney. Jim?
Well, thank you.
Take a bow, Jim.
This one, though. Yeah.
I always like to kick him when he gets bent over like that, you know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't dare lay down.
Well, Dave, you know, if you've got anything to say for the good and welfare of the barn, why it's...
Well, tell you, Barney, I'd just like to invite all the folks out next Saturday night to come on out and bring the whole party, bring everybody, make up a crowd of each one of you. Get your gang together, say 200 or 300. Come on out to the Big Fresno Barn. We're located real easy for you to find, 4 miles east of Highway 99 on Shields Avenue. Come out and see us, won't you, this Saturday. And a week from this Friday night, at the Big Fresno Barn, it's Grand Ole Opry time, but let's don't get ahead of ourselves because Friday in the daytime, it's Fair and Young time here in Fresno. Barney, how about here at the KEAP? Fair will be here. And
well, he sure has an invitation. The latch string is always out here at KEAP for any of the boys.
Well, he's a wonderful boy, I'll tell you one thing, and of course all you folks have heard his records and know what he can do, and he'll be at the Big Fresno Barn for Grand Ole Opry night a week from Friday night and here on KEAP Friday in the daytime, all right?
Yeah, and he'll always have $5 on Saturday night.
$5 this Saturday night.
Boys, how about playing Over the Waves, huh?
Well, you're going to help me, aren't you, Barney?
Oh,
you got that?
I'll just blow up an awful discard over here.
dominoed that time, didn't we? Well, Jim, are you picking them hot this morning, boy?
Well, I sure went under the floor there when I was supposed to went over the roof on that.
Well, I tell you, I think you was trying to lead that old cow back through here again, wasn't you? Was the main reason.
Trying to pet her with one hand and play with the other.
She said, keep them cold, icy fingers off of me. On a morning like this, I wouldn't blame her a bit. Boys, while you're getting your breath there a little bit, I'd like to give you neighbors out there on the wind a good suggestion as to where you can get some real pot-licking good victuals. Now, I know that you've heard the question many times, where's a good place to eat? Well, Klein's Restaurant on Highway 99 North, that's the freeway right by the big Flying A truck stop. They call it the Flat Top. That's just north of the Hacienda. Now there's where you'll find Klein's, K-L-E-I-N-S, open 24 hours a day. They're open there right now. Them gals are in there serving a lot of folks breakfast. Why don't you stop in and get a real treat? You'll smack your lips over the delicious hot cakes and bacon and eggs, ham and eggs, whatever it is you might like for breakfast. Or any time of day, 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 in the afternoon. Now, Cooney's the boss man over there, and he'll see to it that you have yourself an eating good time at Klein's. Thank you, boys.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to have to kind of invite Jim back up here. He backs
Would
up
someone
here.
please pass the biscuits?
Pass Jim up here. Well, I'm trying. I can't shove my way in there, but I ain't no hurry anyhow. I got a lot of time.
This is Skeet's McDonald town?
It used to be, yeah. He won't want it back after this.
Was it ever in a hit parade?
I don't remember.
If it was, it won't be in there no more, will it?
I'll get it out of there real fast. Number 1 in your heart. Am I still number 1 in your heart? Even though we two are far apart, does the one that you're tied to share the love that we once knew? Or am I still number 1 in your heart? The day that we kissed and said goodbye, it brought tears and sadness to your eyes. Oh, I'll never forget that day. You said I'd always stay, ever number 1 in your heart. Dreams, you always seem so near. It would be like heaven to me if I were only free to hold you ever so close to my heart. But until the day that I can come to you, love me, darling, and always be true. Life without I know would be endless, and so keep me ever number 1 in your heart.
I know that you folks might not be in the mood for a corny joke this morning, but I've got one.
I might move stove first.
This is a good one, though. I got a big boot out of this one. You know, it's about Jim. Yeah. You know, Jim,
Don't encourage him, would it?
he can't read nor write, friends. And I happened to be with him one time. We went over to a rodeo over in Salinas, you know, and I got in there. He went to register at the motel desk, you know, and so he gets in there, and I noticed that I wondered how he's going to register for that. So what he did was he just marked an X there where you're supposed to sign your name, and he looked it over kind of careful like after he'd made the X as though he wondered if he'd done it good, and directly he drawed a circle around that X. Well, the motel clerk, he looked at it and said, "I've seen lots of folks sign with an X, but this is the first time I ever seen it circled like that." Jim says, "Oh, 'tain't nothing. But when I get this far away from home," says, "I don't like to use my right name."
Yeah, is that right?